Everybody, yeah, I apologize for the bad camera angle if this upload's weird on YouTube, but working with a oddball camera. But anyway, this is going to be part 2 of my lawnmower engine series. First video, we removed a carburetor from a lawnmower engine, a 4 horsepower lawnmower engine, and now I'm going to be cleaning it. There's where someone stuck on there. Anyway, and you're probably wondering, well, why didn't he cover this in the first video? I was running a bit long on time. It took longer than I thought to get the carburetor off, and YouTube will only allow me to upload videos 15 minutes and under, and I would have ran way too long if I would have tried to squeeze this in there. But anyway, we've got, for the disassembly of your siphon jet carburetor, this is called a siphon jet carburetor. Let me get the light angle better over here. There. Fuel gets siphoned up from the fuel tank into a little spot jet nozzle right here, and it goes through the intake tube into the carburetor. Some people say these are not worth a damn. I disagree. I think these are much more preferable. They're easier to work on than the other type of carburetors, which I showed in the first video. I'll do a separate video on that later. But anyway, they are notorious for getting plugged full of dirt, because dirt will settle in right here and it will fall in and plug things up. But anyway, we've got to take this carburetor off. You've got a screw here, a screw there, and on this side you've got a screw there, a screw here, and a screw there. You have 5 screws and all holding this carburetor down. There's fuel in there for a second. Anyway, let's begin by taking the screws off. Now, in the interest of saving time, I will jump ahead in the video at certain points, so if the picture jumps, don't be alarmed. Get your back in a second. Alright, now we got all the screws out holding it in. Ouch! Damn finger. Let me just take those off. And you want to be very careful. You want to wiggle this and lift it straight up, because sometimes the gasket can seal to the surface of the fuel tank and you can tear them. Now, they do sell rebuild kits for this type of carburetor, because they're notorious for tearing the gaskets here. But I've been in Menards, and I've seen rebuild kits for these. Don't remember if Home Depot had one, but I take pride in taking care of my lawnmowers, so I can have these gaskets last for years. And you just want to be extra careful when peeling it. You have your pickup tube here for your primer circuit. You have the alright, well, I should say this pickup tube works for the carburetor and for the primer circuit. And then you've got a mesh screen over here as a filter, and then you've got a spring that works on your diaphragm. Take care not to lose that. Otherwise your carburetor won't work right. But I don't know if y'all can see this. I'll do my best. But your pickup screen sits in here. I believe the way it works is fuel gets drawn up and dumped right into here, and that's what runs off, your main jet runs off of, because they'll siphon the fuel up, dump it right here, and then it'll run. But you've got nut ports here and here, one there, and I see where, oh, you'll have one there and one there. You gotta make sure to clean those out. So without further ado, grab my can of B12 Chem Tool. I love this stuff. Although a regular generic can of carburetor cleaner, like some from Walmart brand, the cheap ass version, it'll work just as well. What you just want to do is flush the dirt and debris out. Careful not to splash yourself. This stuff will burn if it hits your eyes. And that's all it takes to clean out the fuel bowl side of the carburetor. Simple as that. Extremely simple. It kind of, it irks me a little bit, the level of inability that some homeowners have when it comes to taking care of a lawnmower. They'll buy a lawnmower, use it, and then it'll run fine for them for one season, and then all of a sudden it'll just up and quit. And they're sitting there scratching their heads going, well, what the heck? It don't work no more. It must have broke. So they'll throw it away to a, as I like to call, the redneck shopping emporium. Or they'll just let it sit and pawn it off on some other person. Or they'll put it in an auction, garage sale, whatever. And they'll go shell out another $300+ for another lawnmower, and they'll have the same problem. That creams my corn, as the expression goes. But with a little bit of know-how, a little bit of time and effort, these engines can be made to run for a long, long time. Now, I've personally owned a lawnmower. It was a Briggs & Stratton engine, a 5 horsepower engine. It ran for 12 years. 12 years. 12 mowing seasons and assorted mowing excursions. I had it run for 12 years, and not once did I have a single problem with it, because I made sure to take care of the carburetor, made sure to clean it out every year, I made sure to change the oil every year, and give it a decent tune-up. That's how long these engines can last. Or at least in my case. They probably last longer. But, Lord, I apologize for ranting today. Be with the starving pygmies. Amen. Anyway, now we're going to be cleaning this one. I'm going to be what you want to do is spray into here first. Back flush any debris, and then see if I can get the camera right. See where the red straw is pointing at? Nah, damn it. There it is, right there. Right there. You want to spray into that to flush through. You want to take your screen off and inspect it. It'll tell you how much was in the engine or got into the carburetor. And I don't know if you can see this, but probably not, but there's dirt in there. So what you want to do is lightly flush it out, then flush this part here, and then just spray through, and that'll empty the jet out. And that's all there is to it. Then you put this back on, put your spring back on right there. Already 11 and a half minutes already. Sometimes I don't shut up. And then put your gasket back on very carefully. And drop the carburetor back down. And reinstallation is simple. You just put your screws back in and tighten them. But let me pause for a second and pause for the cause, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that I've got the screws back in, you want to tighten them down, and then once they stop turning, just turn your wrist like that to tighten them just a little bit further, and that'll mash the gasket down good enough, and you are done. Congratulations, get yourself a cold beer. You just cleaned out a carburetor. A little bit of shit in there. Now I've already put some fuel into the carburetor. I'm going to check the check the permeable. Let's see if I can get it. As you can see, it works. And that's all it'll take to put a siphon jet carburetor back together. So everything works the way it should. Did I get any on the camera? No, I didn't. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all find this video informative. Please give it a thumbs up if you wish. Questions or comments, like always, below the video. And give me a subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I promise not the world's greatest videos, but I'll promise some videos. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and see you around the neighborhood.